Hello there, and welcome back to yet another unique and informative episode of the Social Muse. And for those of you who are wondering who I am, my name is Mayank, and with me, joining in for an exciting conversation, we have Anushka. And before we begin our discussion, let us give you a hint on what's today's topic. Anushka, can you guess what holds the key to saving our environment?
Hmm, Let me guess. Is it something related to reviving nature?
Yes, some say it has the power to rejuvenate devastated areas, tapping into unheard of renewable energy sources.
Are we talking about sustainability?
Yes, you guessed it right. Sustainability. A topic that looks simple to you has a lot of essence in it. And you know what? This simple thing is known to change the lives of not just us humans, but the entirety of Mother Earth and all the creatures part of it.
Huh. Talking about that reminds me of Sustainable Development Goals, in short, known as SDGs. For people who might be confused, SDGs are the blueprint for a better future, like a development in process for a desired result to be precise. Each goal in SDG addresses critical challenges from poverty and inequality to climate change and education. In total, there are 17 initiatives as a part of SDGs. Guess the most creative part about these goals? They are interconnected with each other like a web. For example, eradicating poverty, which is goal 1, links to quality education, which is goal 4, and good health, which is goal 3. Without education, we can't achieve decent work. Goal 8 are reduce inequalities, which comes to goal 10.
Well, that's very interesting to hear. So, by this, can you conclude that all the goals are not standalone objectives? They are interconnected, meaning the progress in one area impacts the others?
Absolutely. They cover a wide spectrum, from clean energy and climate action to gender equality and quality education. Just take climate action specified as Goal 13, which connects to Goal 6, 11, 14, and 15, which is to clean water, sustainable cities, and life below water and on land. Everything's intertwined.
Wait. This seems quite complex. How can individuals contribute to such global goals?
Mayank, there's a saying that goes, every action matters. Simple steps like reducing waste, supporting ethical brands, or advocating for change in your community definitely helps.
And holding leaders accountable is crucial. We can push for policies that align with these goals and urge companies to prioritize sustainability. It sounds like a collaborative effort now that I think about it.
Yes, governments, businesses, NGOs, and individuals all must work together. Solidarity is key to meeting these goals by 2030.
I think we need a shift in mindset too, recognizing that our actions, no matter how small, contribute to the larger global goals.
Yes, let us humanize these goals. They are not just lofty ideals, but a call for action, urging us to create a more sustainable and equitable world.
And let's make these goals accessible to everyone. Understanding them is the first step towards meaningful change. Think about it. The SDGs need all of us.
Mayank, we did talk about the SDGs, but how do we implement them? Yes, we did say we would implement it and urged our audience by now to do the same. But the question is, how?
So, what you want is for us to figure out and specify ways to do it so that our audience can have a sustainable living through bit-sized actions for daily impact.
Yes, audience, you're beloved to us, and we would do anything for you, even if it means breaking down the details of exploring practical, easy to implement ways to contribute to different SDGs.
Anushka, are there some easy to implement actions people can take to contribute to SDGs in their daily lives?
You put me in the spotlight here. I'm trying to think about it, but Mayank, please help me in this before our audience think my love for them is not that strong when I meant anything.
I am always by your side, Anushka, don't worry. So let us think simple, shall we? Let's start with SDG 13, climate action. Simple actions like reducing energy consumption at home by unplugging electronics when not in use or opting for public transportation or carpooling can significantly cut down carbon emissions. Additionally, steps like supporting sustainable businesses and advocating for renewable energy sources in our communities make a tangible impact.
Ah, now I can take this on. Remember SDG 12, which is about responsible consumption? I heard for SDG 12, individuals can make a difference by embracing minimalism and mindful consumption. Responsible consumption involves being mindful of our purchases, choosing products with minimal packaging, embracing reusable items like bags and bottles to reduce single use plastics, and supporting brands committed to ethical production practices are powerful steps. Also, reducing waste by repurposing or recycling items and encouraging others to do the same contributes significantly.
That's really actionable. Now, what about social goals like SDG 4, quality education, or SDG 3, good health and well being?
Well, for SDG 4, individuals can volunteer their time to mentor or tutor students, support local education programs, or even just share knowledge within their communities. When it comes to SDG 3, adopting healthy lifestyle habits like regular exercise, balanced diets, and prioritizing mental health not only benefits individuals but also contributes to the overall well being of the society.
It's actually incredible how small actions can create a ripple effect. Do you know what my advice for your audience is? Start small. Focus on one or two areas where you feel passionate and gradually incorporate sustainable practices into your routine. Remember, every small step counts, and collective efforts can lead to significant change. Going forward, do you know that sustainability isn't just about eco friendly practices? It's a collective commitment. Communities play a pivotal role in shaping sustainable practices. We should be aware of how important is the power of volunteerism and community engagement in achieving sustainable goals. For example, the Chung Gai Chun Stream project received the international recognition for its successful integration of environmental, social, and economic sustainability. It has also shown how community participation can be used to achieve the desired goals.
Exactly. They can take many forms, from participating in local cleanup efforts to advocating for policy changes at the national level. At their core, these actions are about coming together to make a positive difference in the world and allow us to connect with our communities and take ownership of the issues that affects us all.
The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals provide a framework for addressing some of the world's most pressing challenges, such as poverty, inequality, and climate change. However, these goals will require more than just government actions. It will require active participation of communities and individuals from all walks of life.
There are several strategies that local governments can consider to empower local communities, like conducting a simple poll or in depth survey on the main priorities. These tackle allocating resources to the various SDGs. Community engagement helps local governments with the insights required for responsive decision making. Are you aware of how this can lead to a change? This boosts accountability since communities can monitor efforts, measure results, and provide feedbacks. And in turn, community engagement also strengthens trust between community members and their elected officials, increasing the likelihood of actual change occurring.
Exactly. Also, by informing residents and directly involving them in any actions taken towards the SDG, the local government not only have a much better chance of actually achieving progress, but they also ensure that the measures taken are adjusted to the local context and directly serve the community. After all, every community has its own unique needs. While communities in rural areas may be keen to take more meaningful steps to combat climate change and protect marine life, communities in metropolitan centers may be more concerned with the reducing poverty, supporting economic development, or improving industry and infrastructure.
For example, in Scotland, all 3 and 4-year-olds are entitled to 1,140 hours of government funded early learning, which boosts children's early development and paves the way for educational opportunities later in life. We should be aware of the fact that being a volunteer isn't just about what you give, but what you receive. A sense of fulfillment, knowing you're contributing to the future. Volunteers are catalysts, igniting change through their passion and dedication.
Okay, let's make this a bit interesting. Now, we will be diving into a case study by Catherine Wright and her team on how Wingate's University's Collaborative for Common Good, or in short CCG, is pioneering sustainability in higher education. The CCG approach is based on the 8 categories of sustainable work derived from the International Organizations for Sustainable Development. This includes moral obligation, sustainable physical operation, public outreach, ecological literacy, and more. It's a comprehensive framework that aligns the university with global SDGs, making sustainability a central organizing principle, not just an outlying concern.
Well, that's an ambitious and holistic approach. It's crucial for institutions to not just educate about sustainability, but to embody it in their operation and culture. This integration of sustainability across various domains sets a powerful example for students and the community alike.
Exactly. And what's interesting is how CCG has taken a participatory approach to this. They've got this hands-on approach where everyone gets involved in sharing the impact of their project. It's not just about doing the work, it's talking about it too, through social media, white papers, academic presentation, and articles. The cool part? Everyone's voice matters. Whether it's in their service learning and community engagement fellowship summits like Roots with the community, or even weekly meetings, they make sure everyone's on the same page. It's all about working together, right down to deciding the project timelines and goals. Pretty inspiring, right?
Absolutely. Let's get a look at the big picture here. It's not just about doing good locally. The CCG ties its work to global goals like the SDGs. They see the university as a key player in community well-being and innovation. It's like a hub where ideas, people, and resources come together to create something bigger, focusing on sustainability and making a lasting impact. It's all about making a real difference in the world.
Indeed, it is. Here's something cool. The CCG also emphasizes sustainable physical operations by stepping up their game and reducing their carbon footprints. They're not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk to make their campus more energy efficient and eco-friendly. They've got a bunch of cool initiatives going on. Think greener campuses, low carbon-based buildings, and cutting down on waste and energy use. They are even sourcing sustainable goods and services to lessen their biological impact. And guess what? They're not doing it alone. They've teamed up with Schneider Electric and third-party lender to make all of this happen. But here's really the neat part. Students are getting their hands dirty too. Freshmen and sophomores in their math and engineering classes are actually measuring and tracking the campus energy usage. It's a part of service learning course, and it's a great way for them to learn about sustainability in a practical way.
Oh, I agree when you say they're walking the walk. It sounds like they are literally power walking into a greener future. It's like the university is turning into this superhero campus, where instead of capes, they are rigged with solar panels and recycling bins. And those students, they are not just crunching numbers in class. They're out there turning the campus into a real-life lab. It's both funny and fantastic how a math problem on a blackboard is now a hands-on project that could literally help save the planet. These students are not just giving a lecture on sustainability, they are practically hosting a DIY show on how to green your campus.
Alright, folks, that wraps up our look on Winsgate University's impressive journey towards sustainability. It's clear that they are not just dreaming of a greener future, they are actively building it.
With this, we have come to an end for today's episode. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey into sustainability for the greater good. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.